Today I wanted to come on and do a review of the NLT Spiritual Growth Bible, and this is from Christian Art Publishers. I haven't seen a ton of reviews on this. A couple have popped up a little more recently, so I was excited to get on here and just show you a little more about this Bible. So before I get into the actual Bible, it comes in this sleeve here, which I do wish it would have come in a box just to protect it a little better, because it's kind of hard to slide it in and out of the sleeve, but that's just personal preference. Just going to go through some of the features here. So it's going to be the New Living Translation, which is one of my favorites. We're going to see an introduction to each book of the Bible. We're going to get 800 plus sidebar articles, and these make the message of scripture passages more understandable and highlight the lessons for spiritual growth. We're going to have 80 plus full page articles which focus on key aspects of spiritual growth and fundamental theological truths to help readers grow in their faith. And some topics there include God's covenant with his people, the importance of worship, spiritual vitality, dealing with temptation, overcoming doubt, using money wisely, the parables of Jesus, and prophecies that were fulfilled. So a lot of life lessons and application there that are really helpful. We're going to have 40 plus character profiles, 2,300 or more topical ties, which connect articles and scripture passages that share a theme or spiritual growth topic. We're going to have cross-references, a topical index at the back of the Bible, and an index of articles and authors. We're going to have a 9-point font. We're going to have a presentation page, 2 ribbon markers, and my copy is thumb indexed. So there's a couple cover choices available in this Bible. I chose the pink imitation leather here. There's also blue. I want to say there's teal. There's a hardcover. I think there's some others like a cranberry-like color as well. So I just really like this pink here. Nice flower design that continues on the back and also on the spine, which has Spiritual Growth Bible, the little symbol for Christian Art Publishers, and NLT up here. It does have perimeter stitching. We're going to see it has some this rose gold-ish gilding. These are our 2 ribbons down here. They're a little bit thin. They're single-sided satin, though. It's nice to have more than one. This nice paste-down liner here with that flower theme. We're going to have a presentation page. Table of contents, have books of the Bible, abbreviations of books of the Bible, an introduction to the Spiritual Growth Bible, and then we're going to show features of the Spiritual Growth Bible, which I kind of read out on the back of the cover there, but it's just kind of pointing out the articles you're going to see, those topical tie links down here. So it'll give you like our wonder at God's creation. You can look up Psalms 8, 1-9. And this was found in Genesis with the In the Beginning article. So it just gives you some additional scripture that you can dig into after reading those articles. We have a 2-color text. The textual footnotes are going to be below the scripture, and then cross-references are included as well. Book introductions, which I'll show you closer in a minute. It's an example of a character profile, a full-page article. And then we're going to get into a note to the readers, the introduction to the New Living Translation, the translation team, okay, let's make sure I didn't miss anything here. Nope. Okay, this is the first book introduction for Genesis. So it's about 2-page spread here. Goes into what the word Genesis means, the earliest history of the world, the history of Abraham and his descendants. And then we're going to get into the book of Genesis. So the scripture is a single column layout. As I said, it's a 9-point font. I do think it reads slightly small, but I may just be spoiled with Comfort Print and Premium Bibles and just some other Bibles that I have that are really easy to read. So it's not hard to read. It's not teeny tiny font, but I do feel like it reads more like an 8, 8.5, but it does say it's 9. Here are some examples of the articles you're going to see. Like we have In the Beginning, the image of God. And one thing I really like, as I pointed out before, are those topical ties. So you read an article, and then it gives you some other scripture and topics that you can dig into to go along with that article. Character profile. Here's another one, character profile of Noah. This Bible, I mean, I'm not the best at telling sometimes, but I'm pretty sure, like 99% sure here, this is not line matched. And that's why you see a little bit of the ghosting. The camera does pick up more ghosting than is actually present also, so it may look a little worse to you than it does in person. But there is definitely a little bit. It doesn't like really affect the reading experience, in my opinion. Like, I don't have a hard time reading it because of that, but it definitely is there. Here we have an example of a full-page article, God's covenant with his people. And then a topical tie for that one is the new covenant, and you look up Jeremiah 31. Profile of Jacob. So there's a lot of articles in here. They have one almost on every page or every other page. And that's the main reason that I picked up this Bible. I was interested in seeing all of these articles on dealing with, spiritual growth. It's something that we all can work on, no matter what stage you are in your walk with the Lord, whether you're a new Christian or a seasoned Christian. We all need to grow spiritually. It's something that we'll never attain perfection or be like Jesus in this lifetime. So it's something that we move closer to our whole lives and try to continue to grow. So that's a reason I picked up this Bible, just to kind of check out those articles and those topical ties and study that way about spiritual growth. Okay, I'm going to skip around here a little bit. Let's kind of show you here what the poetry books look like. This is Psalms. Hopefully you can see this. I'm trying to balance keeping it in the camera here. Let's skip back to the New Testament. Okay, so this is a black letter text, as you can see here. We're in the book of Mark. And then we have an article here, recognizing Jesus' authority over demons. We have those topical ties, for example, exercising godly authority. You would look up John 19. The power of Jesus, we can look up Acts 10:38. And then more about angels and demons will be Revelation 12. And you're also going to see cross references after each of these articles as well. So yeah, those topical ties is one of my favorite features of this Bible. Okay, so let's skip to the end of the Bible here. Get through Revelation. Probably should start marking before I do a review where the end of Revelation is, because I feel like I'm always like paging through tons of pages and you get to see my arm in the camera and, could be done better. But anyway, that's all right. Keeping it real here. So once you get to the end of Revelation, you're going to see a topical index. So you can look up different topics, and then the page number is there to go find more information about that. We're going to have an index of all the articles along with the author of each article too. So that's really helpful. You can see the scripture that goes with it. You can see the name of the article and then the author's name. So if you want to look up a specific author, a specific article, you can do that using this table here. I believe that's the end of everything here. Let's make sure. Yes, that is it. And then we get to the end of the Bible. So this one has no maps or anything at the end of the Bible, but the main focus of this Bible, besides, of course, the scripture, is the articles I cannot talk today, is the articles and the topical ties and the cross references that go with each article, those character profiles, and then just having that focus on spiritual growth. So this is the NLT Spiritual Growth Bible. Again, it is from Christian Art Publishers. Really nice Bible to have if you're trying to work on your spiritual growth, which again, we all should. So that part of it's nice. I like the topical ties. I like the articles. I like the single column layout. Font could be a little bit bigger. I'd like to see more, 9.5, 10. It says it's a 9, but it does read slightly small. But yeah, I like the NLT as well. So it's a really nice Bible to help you better understand and to work on that spiritual growth. So one final time here, this is the Spiritual Growth Bible from Christian Art Publishers. Check it out.